March of 2011, I was driving to work. I was just a substitute teacher, and this idea hits me. Bam! Zombie film. And I was like, this is awesome, because people are into zombies right now, and everyone will probably want to jump in and help out and be zombies, so this is a great idea.
Die, zombie.
The first thing I did, I got on Facebook and I posted it. I'm like, alright, we're doing this trial run of an action sequence. Who's coming with us? I had 2 responses. My little sister.
Just came to visit my brother. It just ended up being in a zombie movie.
And my friend Doug, that I hadn't seen since college.
Hi.
So we went out to the edge of our suburban neighborhood in McKinney, Texas, where we live. And it was my wife Laura as the hero using a wiffle ball bat and a golf club and a fake plastic gun.
You're going towards her. Action.
At the end of filming, the local police department came out and were on our case because we had a gun that looked real and there were kids playing with the gun. But that's how we got started with the whole film.
That's what I'm talking about.
I started putting the clips together and I was noticing that Doug, the big guy, between takes, he would start talking and he was hilarious.
Every zombie should have a good smartphone. Check his Facebook and email status.
From the beginning, I started building the idea for this character named Jeff that was very cynical and sarcastic. And I knew that Doug, my friend, did not have any acting experience. But along the way, we just kept using him as a character in trial runs, and he just kind of fell into the film, and he was hilarious the whole way through.
What? Oh no, I can talk. What's up, dude?
From the very beginning, I knew I wanted to get involved with my good friends Gustavo and Manuel Monsante, their brothers, because they had done projects with me over the years, and they're hilarious, they're committed, and they know film and video. So I called them up, they came over, and for weeks we would just spend time watching movies, talking, planning, and just coming up with ideas for what we might be able to do.
And always looking at the cameras if you can, or out, yeah, like behind me too. Yeah.
I knew that I was going to use Manuel for one of the characters of the film because he had been in New York for years doing acting work off Broadway, and he was always really funny. So there was never a doubt that he was going to be one of the main characters.
It's your knees, your waist. That's nice.
The location that we found was perfect. We had done some research looking and driving around in some different counties in Texas where we live, and we really hadn't found anything that matched. Then, out of the blue, one of the coaches at my fencing club, Rhonda, just happened to come over to me after practice one day and was like, hey, you need to come take a look at our land. So we went out to take a look at the land that Rhonda and her family owned, and it was perfect. It was like a prefabricated Hollywood set that would have taken us thousands of dollars to replicate, and they were offering it to us free. I mean, well, we had to buy a stack of Keystone Light for Rhonda and her family, but other than that, it was completely free.
You done any acting, Rhonda?
No.
You want to?
No.
August of 2011 came around and we decided to do a test run on location with the few characters that we had and some of the ideas.
We got beans, we got a shotgun, my daddy's shotgun, and we're gonna take care of some zombies today.
Yeah.
Bust them in the head! The health safety zone.
Right now we're just getting the actors comfortable with outfits and different costumes, warming up the scene, and I'm just getting my pants so they don't fall off right now.
Nice suspenders.
Okay, so for Holland's makeup, we put gray over his face to kind of make him pale, a little bit of dark on his eyes, but really what does it is we put a mixture of blood and black paint in his mouth and then just rubbed it around, and then he's just letting it drool out. So it really, I think that's what really makes it.
Looks amazing.
The test run was really fun. It was super hot in August, but it was kind of goofy because I was the lead character. But we did it and we posted it on Facebook and we started to get a lot of good feedback.
Stand firm, men. Don't fire till you see the whites of their eyes.
I don't even think they have eyes.
Technically, they've got ocular cavities.
Don't worry, guys. I got this.
After that trial location shoot, we spent the next 5 months planning. There really wasn't anything exciting, just talking, strategy, planning.
Ooh.
I know, I think with the blood around, if I had maybe some blood on my forehead.
Some of the planning that we did over those 5 months was Laura playing with makeup, and she's not a makeup artist by any means. But what she did, learning on her own as she went, was very, very helpful.
Okay, now give me, come on, give me your best, like right towards me. No, don't walk, because you can't, you run it up.
Just reach for you or what?
Yeah, just like, yeah. Well, you are an idiot.
Other things that we did during those 5 months were test and play around with equipment. It would be Gustavo and Manuel and Laura and Doug and I in someone's backyard playing with PVC pipe and trying to make a dolly track and testing it out.
Action. Oh, we're off the track.
I think the biggest reason for success was that we had a super, super long way to go, but we all decided we are not stopping. We'll just keep going.
I can make.
Does anyone smell bacon?
We had no idea where we were going and how big it was going to get, but with the problems that we had come up, we just said, we're not going to stop. We're going to make this film.
You're the hero, and action.
Attack.
January of 2012 rolled around and Gustavo really stepped up as the producer of the film and got us some locations that really helped us as far as logistics.
We're very excited to have a space here in Dallas where we can cast some of our actors and also potentially have some fundraising events and also rehearsal space.
We have a meeting with Patricia on the 31st at 5 o'clock. And then what we need to do is talk about the casting call. We need to come up with, just like what we did with Craigslist, we need to put an ad for the casting call.
Dale, thank you so much for having us, man. I am psyched that you're part of this crew.
Thank you. I'm so excited too. I've been rehearsing my zombie walk.
February of 2012 comes around and we have our first casting call. And the turnout that we had blew us all away. We had 70 people show up in the freezing cold, waiting for hours to read lines of script with us, hoping to get a chance to be a part of this film. And that was the moment that everything became real.
I'm just here to give you the forms and then you'll give all that to them back there.
Hey, well look, maybe if we just stay quiet, they'll go away. You know, wait them out.
It's gonna be so much fun, I'm so excited.
This is like the pre-casting. We're gonna take pictures of them. He's gonna take a picture of you, okay?
Now hold on, son. What's the matter?
Look, I know things are bad right now. Real bad. We're gonna make it.
That was also the first time that we met Benji, and he came in to read, and immediately we all liked him because he was hilarious. He came across as very vibrant and funny. From the very beginning, Benji was in.
Oh God, please!
Billy, you gotta be alright. Just hold on.
I don't want to die. I'm still a virgin.
Billy, you gotta make it.
I don't think so.
That was awesome. That rocked. Perfect. That was nice. Love it. After that, we started doing script readings with the initial cast that we had, and we took it seriously.
Drew looks around, not knowing what to say.
Drew, learn to control the situation, or the situation will control you.
Yes, Miss Judy.
It's not worth dying a beach road without water. Man up.
I'm a woman.
Click on it.
There was more intense noise from inside the house, a shuffling. Drew and Jeff look at each other, trying to decide what to do next.
Fine, I'll go first.
We planned, we memorized, and we practiced.
Don't worry, boys. You come to the right place to outlast them devil walkers.
It was awful. Two monsters came and they ate my dad.
Oh, okay, it's okay.
You're probably gonna die too.
What was really exciting to me was the fact that we had these actors that had tried out for our film, reading the script, and as a writer, I had written months before. Now, months later, they're being taken seriously and putting emotion and thought into. That was one more step that the film really started to materialize and come to life.
This is good because I was gonna get back to my P90X training anyway.
There is a beat as Drew tries to figure out how to respond to Jeff.
We got to the point where we had some of our actors, but we still didn't have our lead. We did our callbacks, and I had another actress in mind that we all liked. She was a Screen Actors Guild actress from Austin, and she did a great job. But I got back to the editing suite, and I was watching her on film, and I just didn't feel it from her performance. I just didn't believe that she was our lead character. But I remembered that through our second casting callbacks, that there was one other person that read the lines exactly as they were written.
Drew, I'm concerned about your discipline.
I know. I don't want to be mean.
It's not about being mean or nice, Drew. It's about managing your classroom. To be an effective teacher, you must bring order from chaos.
I know. It's just growing up, I had this horrible teacher that yelled and used his position of power over us. Are you all right?
Watching Sydney on screen, reading and having the emotion of the lines the way they were written, yet in her own way, just nailed it for me. I showed it to the rest of our crew, and we were like, she's the lead. And from that point, Sydney became Drew.
Look, I know things are bad right now. Real bad. But we're gonna make it. I mean, I've got to believe that we've been put in this situation for a reason. However awful it is, we are gonna make it.
We came to our first big production meeting, which was at an office in downtown Dallas that Gustavo had lined up for us. And we had about 15 to 20 people coming in through the door. Everyone was excited. There was a lot of energy in the room. That was just one more step in a long line that really brought the film to life, because not only did we have a few actors now, we had producers, cinematographer, makeup artist, wardrobe, and all of these things bringing it together, that we started to believe we could pull off something that was going to be more than just a guy with a video camera. It was a team of people committed to making a film.
I was just wondering who you got left to cast.
Okay, if you look on the back page, you'll see our current list of cast and also some of the crew.
In March of 2012, we did our first test run of scene number 1.
All right, roll cameras.
Rolling.
Scene 1, shot 1, take 1.
All right, quiet on the set. And action. A little bit faster. Make it come roll to a slop, Sydney.
The most important thing is we all learned what we needed to do to get better. The biggest thing that I took away from that for all of us was it was a learning experience.
Rolling, I can see it.
You rolling?
You'll get the sound of the board too.
Are you rolling?
Yeah, I'm rolling.
No, sound. Is sound rolling? Yeah. Rolling! Scene 1, shot 25, take 1.
And action.
I stepped on the cord, my bad.
No bigs. Looks good, no. Cut, reset.
Rolling.
Scene 1, shot 40, take 2.
And action.
sorry. I'm sorry. I went this.
Yeah, wasn't ready.
Keep rolling, keep rolling. Again, reset.
I'm so sorry.
I did it before.
You're fine.
And scared. Zombies coming after you. Action. Good. Cut.
We roll on through March and we're doing more script reads, more production meetings, more practicing with makeup and camera work, and we continued to take it very seriously.
Well, I guess there's only one thing to do then.
What's that?
Enjoy the time we do have.
Your pappy teach you that?
He taught me a lot of things.
Action.
School's in session.
You're having fun, you're moving around a lot, adrenaline's pumping through your veins. Woo! And action.
To the victors!
The victors!
Yeah, we win! America!
And we lost momentum.
Yeah.
So we had all these actors and crew and ideas, but we had to raise money because it had become a big production. So we made our campaign on Kickstarter.
I am Matt Bowden. I am our DOZ, the Director of Zombies, and I am currently recruiting 100 zombies to terrorize our main characters. I'm super excited to be part of this project. I am a huge horror buff since I can remember, and just growing up watching horror movies. This is a dream project of mine. Check out our Kickstarter link and pledge what you can and help us out and make this film a reality.
We set it for a high goal, $35,000. But that was a comparable goal to other projects the same as us who were continuing to get funded online, $35,000, $40,000, $50,000. So we thought it was realistic. We created our campaign and we made a really big push, but we did not make our goal. We didn't come close. And I remember sitting at a production meeting afterwards and we were demoralized. We didn't know what to do. We discussed we could delay production for another year and raise funds, or we could do this cheesy, cheap little production. We didn't want to do either of them. So without having the huge answer, we just continued to put one foot in front of the other.
Camera rolling. And action.
Good. The issue was that we needed extras on set. We needed to pay them because we had to have over 150 zombies. And you can gather a group of friends and family to be zombies in your film in the Texas heat for a couple hours, but we needed 150 extras on set for a minimum of 12 hours per day. And we could not afford to pay 150 people to do that. So we needed money or something else to happen.
So I'm working on my type 2 diabetes here.
Working on it.
I'm gonna get there soon.
Cool.
Either that or cardiac failure. One of the two.
Or a zombie attack. Die on. You can fall off a roof.
During this time of preparation, one of the really fun things that we did is the action sequences. And sometimes it was just a few of us out in my front yard messing around, practicing on what looked good and what didn't. But as we got closer to production, what was really fun is to get a number of people out there in the side yard and start blocking out what looked good for a group of zombies attacking the heroes.
Right now we're blocking one of our main scenes where we have a lot of action involving the actors and the zombies, so we're blocking the scene, making sure that the zombies die at the right time and we hit the zombies in the right spot, and we're making sure that the camera is at the right angle to capture all the magic.
I think we're having some kind of weird show for the neighborhood.
Hey guys, what's going on?
Nothing. We just came back.
Camera's over your left shoulder.
So we're here. Let There Be Zombies crew meeting. It's pretty fun, you know, it needs to be done. Tell me, everyone sitting there just on your laptops, what are you doing? What is going on?
We're being awesome.
You're being awesome.
Being totally amazing.
Okay.
Responding to casting calls and just getting the vibe and everything out there, you know? We've got people, we've got photos.
Sounds fun.
I mean, look at all these stacks of paperwork. How could you not have fun here?
Now normally we wouldn't be filming, you know, people in the bathroom. But considering that they're doing productive stuff, I mean, what are you guys doing?
I'm putting in zombie contacts. I've never put in contacts before, so.
Is this hard? Is this hard for you to do?
It's very hard.
Interesting.
No, just keep a positive attitude.
Yeah.
And,
We'll give you one more shot and then
yeah.
it'll sit.
I hate to interrupt, but what are you guys doing?
Talking about machetes.
We're talking about machetes.
Machetes.
Machete.
Machete?
Machete. Yeah, when you're...
Machete, that was good. There, get that.
Machete is the real word.
All right.
There we go.
Machete.
That's it. You want to try that one? Try that.
Machete, man.
Ah. White boy. Oh, wow.
No, I mean, when you're killing zombies, you need a weapon that doesn't lock up or need reloading, and machete's the way to go.
What better?
Machete is the way to go.
That samurai sword? That's right. I mean, you know.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Speed crank. Whip crank.
Okay.
Ah! Oh my gosh!
Oh, that's scary.
That looks awesome.
Let's
go outside and get a close up on that. Oh god, it looks amazing. Okay, and you're going after Mason. Action. Good, okay.
One of the really cool things that we did with this film was the training with weapons that Doug, who plays Jeff in our film, had set up for us. He brought out a gun expert and we trained mainly with the main actors because some of them had never even touched a real weapon before. It was awesome watching Sydney shoot a shotgun for the very first time because she had never shot a gun in her life.
That was
You okay?
scary, yeah. No, I'm okay.
How was that?
It was scary, but
Okay.
it was a
Look at the
killer.
target. Come here.
I remember seeing her shoot it and she was totally blown back by the force of the gun. But it was important that the actors knew how to react to the gun because we definitely couldn't have real guns on location due to the safety factor because we had a bunch of people out there as extras that were not trained to work around real guns and it was just dangerous. But we had to have the actors respond as if they really were shooting a gun.
We're all learning how to shoot guns today, how to shoot zombies. I've never shot a gun before, so I'm a little nervous, but definitely excited to wreak some havoc.
Tip of the finger on the trigger. Get a good side alignment. Going all the way to the target. Clear front sight post. Fuzzy target.
You can
Okay?
also carry it
When
like
you're ready.
this.
Okay.
Just point it down, up in the air.
We're gonna earn our shotgun and rifle badges today.
We're having a great time learning how to shoot guns. No, looks like we're being safe most of all and having a lot of fun.
I got a great idea for what we should shoot, guys. Benji, in the film, you get to a part where, you know, you're the man with this handgun. So let's see some of that.
Yeah, y'all zombies ain't nothing. I'll take out all of y'all.
Yeah.
With summer of 2012 approaching, we did more test runs on location.
How long do you think we got before we get here?
Oh, well, I'm gonna go with not long.
Oh no, not again.
We worked on the blocking of the actors and the position of the camera. We started to get the rhythm and the feel of the movement of the actors and how they were saying their lines. We brought in a couple additional actors that we found and everything was just coming together.
Did they follow you?
Yeah, they kept coming after me.
Matt Bowden, our director of zombies, happened to get our school scene location at a high school in the area about a week before they tore it down. And it was really neat because we got that older, creepier feeling high school. And we went out there with our full complement of cast and crew for the very first time. We brought in Barbara Richardson to be the principal who we had found at our casting call. We brought in Robert Slaughter to be Biff the bully who we had found at one of our casting calls.
Today we'll be shooting the prologue scene. I'm Biff the bully. Get a new job. What are you gonna do? Best zombie movie ever.
This was our first big shoot. It was the prologue of the movie. All of us were together for the first time, and it was such a blast because everyone knew what they were supposed to be doing.
Prologue, shot 6C, take one. And action.
Yeah, she's sick.
We were laughing and goofing around, and yet we accomplished something that none of us had dreamed that we could have done months before.
And action.
That was good. Let's do it one more time. Keep going.
Oh my gosh, you knocked his powder off.
In May of 2012, we had our third casting call where we're trying to lock down some of our few remaining actors. And one of them that came in was Jerry Brown. And he came in, he was the nicest guy. But he got into his character, as it's supposed to be in the script, and he was hilarious because he was so creepy.
By the way, your hair really frames your face well. It's a good style for you.
In real life, Jerry Brown's super nice guy. On screen, creepy. The costumes we took very seriously.
I was thinking, since you didn't want white, how about we do like a gray? Not this color gray, but like a heather gray?
Yeah.
Like a varsity gray? And that's easy to find, like just a t-shirt.
That's not bad. I like that because it goes to your hat. Red would stand out.
Yeah.
You know, you think you just go grab something out of your closet and throw it on and jump onto the screen, but that's not the case at all. We spent hours looking for different costumes. It was really important to us to have different colors for different themes for each character.
We could just buy like some that we cut off.
Yeah. But see, there's a store right here where they pre-make
the cutoff.
Yeah, I mean, it's like, so you don't have to do it.
No.
It's already made that way.
Just like Red wears it. It's from the Red collection.
You think about costumes and it seems like such a minor thing, and yet we spent days, hours searching and talking, trying things on and buying different things.
So that's the trucker cap.
Yeah.
But it's okay. I've kind of gotten used to the other one for sure, because that's what we've been wearing. I just like it because it's more like the hunter cap, you know?
Yeah.
I kind of like that one.
May and June of 2012 roll around and we're finalizing props.
So here we have one of the normal fence posts that Jeff is going to use. It's something that's fallen down, as you can see, my rickety old fence. This is what Jeff uses normally, but then during the hero montage, he's going to modify it to where he has better hand grips, and he's actually got a spike on it. And all I've done is kind of cut some of that down and then whittle some of it out here with the improper tool. It's a hammer, but you know, it's what I grabbed, so.
We had Tony that was going and buying the last things that we needed. He was creating things, making things. We had Beth that was searching all over the city, going to thrift stores looking for prop pieces and furniture, and it was all coming together. But this is really just one more time where it wasn't just one person trying to pull this off. It was a team of people that made it happen. If we did not have a full crew committed to making this happen, it wouldn't have worked. It was a team of people that pulled this production off. We finally found one of our locations that we had been looking for months. It was my buddy's house. Ryan Kelly had purchased the land, but there was a house waiting to be torn down, so we pretty much got to do whatever we wanted to it. So we got the crew out there and we spent a couple days bringing in furniture, painting walls, creating walls, and planning where we're going to place the camera. And in the end, we had a set that looked pretty awesome.
I'm using black spray paint to try to make the walls look moldy, like they haven't really been taken care of.
Cool.
I'm not going to put it on all the walls, I'm just going to do it like in the corners and stuff.
Yep, love it.
I'm gonna get to work building a wall down at the end there so that it closes the house in more, but we still have this long hallway for the heroes to walk down. So we went and got one panel of sheetrock, $7. We propped it up, Laura painted it, and then we ripped out some old baseboard from another room. And you know, from right now it's like, okay, it's a propped up piece of sheetrock, but check out the other angle. We're locked into this creepy hallway. How are we gonna get out? The zombies are gonna attack us. Welcome to this old house.
Good morning. How are you? What'd you bring?
Gatorade.
Gatorade, that'll be a huge help.
Because not only does Gatorade quench your thirst better, it tastes better too.
Yes.
We have an amazing crew who's done a lot of work here at the set of Mary's house. We got all kinds of paint on the walls, just the furniture, the setup looks amazing. I cannot believe all the work that's been going on already. There's still much more to go, but I'm I'm just so proud of the team, and it looks like everybody's just working really, really hard.
We're untangling wires and we're hooking them up to the houses so that we can get power.
I do everything.
Why? Why are you doing this?
Because it's fun.
Yeah?
Because it's filmmaking and awesome and creative.
And so we come down to about a week before production, I think, and we had some funds that we still needed to raise. So Gustavo, our producer, and his brother Manuel decided that we're going to do a garage sale.
We're raising money for a movie. We're having a garage sale right now as we speak. It is 7 o'clock in the morning, and we're not going to stop until we make the money we need to make this film.
I'm going to consult with our producer, Gustavo, but I think we could just sell them as is and not have to mess with the
I don't know, man. We could probably fetch more money if they're, looking alive. Like that poor guy right there. It makes me sad. Look at that.
I'm trying to figure out some sort of animatronic situation here where I can have these guys.
Animatronic.
Yeah.
He looks kind of alive now, though.
And it was just one more fun thing that we all got to do together, because here's all this furniture, this junk that's out there, and we're goofing around, selling and making people excited and happy about the film, and yet we're raising money for what we need.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to our zombie garage sale. We're bidding for the large items. We have Steven Spielberg couch.
Did you make the New York Yankee hat more famous than the Yankees?
I did.
Cool.
I made it more famous than the Yankee hat.
Do you think it's possible? I mean, the Yankees have been around for like...
Well, look at Indiana Jones. I never knew about the Yankees until after I had seen Indiana Jones. And I saw that hat on that little Chinese boy's head. And I said to myself, what is that and why? But yeah, I think
Short Round.
The Short Round made the Yankee hat more famous than the Yankees can.
Was he Chinese?
I think he was somethingese.
And it wasn't anything exciting. We needed money for porta-potties for all the 150 people that were going to be out on land in the middle of nowhere.
What do you got?
I'm not sure. What was it?
It's a cassette to high 8 adapter.
Dude, you need that, Maddie. That's all the kids are getting at these days.
I don't know what that means.
Yeah, we have Robert Rodriguez's collection of art.
Hey, Jim Carrey's got stuff in
And I think Jim Carrey, yeah, he dropped off his coffee maker.
It was more than just making a film. It was our cast and crew being together, believing in something.
$733.
$733.
$743.
$743 garage sale. Woo!
We come down to the last weekend before production. We all went on location and we walked around and we talked about logistics and we planned the last things that we needed to make this film happen.
And action. That looks pretty good. It looks pretty good. It was really beautiful. I felt very romantic.
We talked about the location for our tents. We talked about parking location for 100 people.
This part is creepy. I want to leave.
Yeah, it is.
Bring me some tamales.
A lot, please.
A lot.
We talked about where the porta potties, where the lights would go, and it was awesome because we knew we were on the cusp of having to do a whole bunch of work for an extended period of time.
Also, we're helping a lot.
What are you doing?
We're killing the spiders.
No, you were killing the spiders? That's the biggest.
You're gonna be safe.
Thank you.
Oh yeah, piece of cake.
I mean, are we gonna be able to pry that open or what?
Yep, we are.
So that's the way they're gonna come out.
Yep.
That'll be
we can either have it already pried open and they just come out through a hole, or have them kind of push through, which might be more dangerous.
That'd look cool though.
It look cool.
What it all came down to that allowed us to make this film. There were so many things that we needed, but this was the really big one that was the huge money cost. It was zombies. And out of the blue, this guy named Dallas calls me up.
My name's Dallas Burgess. I'm the program coordinator for Forte Drum and Bugle Corps. And right now we are in Millsap, Texas.
And he says, hey, I'm the director of a drum and bugle corps of about 100 members. And we're going to do a production next year that we need some film and video done for. What if we help you out this year by being zombies in your film. And I was like, I think we can make that work. Miracle. We have our zombie horde. We can make our film. Some of us on the crew went out to meet with this drum and bugle corps in Dallas as they were practicing in Millsap, Texas over the summer. And they were awesome from the very beginning. They were excited, they were enthusiastic.
Now you know why you're in a zombie movie, don't you? Yeah! Now because we are going to be the extras and zombies for Let There Be Zombies, what we're going to have to do is we are going to work hand in hand with Film Patterson LLC. All right? They're going to help us with our production throughout the season for various videos here and there because we're going to help them out with their movie.
The thing that really made it was the fact that here is this group that has been practicing all day long in the relentless Texas heat. When you said stop, they stopped. When you said go, they went. It was perfect for our film because that's exactly what we needed.
Do you like zombies like ripping people's faces off?
Yeah! That's awesome.
That's good because that's what we're gonna do.
Yeah!
If you don't believe that there's a purpose in some of the things that you do in life, even if it's some crazy zombie film with seemingly no purpose, and you need a horde of zombies, and then someone out of the blue calls up and says, hey, I believe in what you're doing, we want to help make your dream happen. That was incredible. That was a miracle. I knew that this film was more than just a crazy zombie film at that point. The end of June 2012 finally came around. The heat in Texas was up, 105, 6, 107 degrees. We had everything in place. We had our cast, crew, equipment, locations, and we had 150 zombies. At this point, it didn't matter if the film was terrible. To me, and the people that believed in what we were doing, we had a group that came together to pull off something much larger than any of us individually. It was time to see what we could make happen.